When I was a teenager, I built a business from complete scratch that made over $1 million. And in this video, I'm gonna explain exactly how I did it and exactly what I would do if I could go back, restart, and be in that same position, building a business from the ground up and trying to scale to over $1 million. So not that this really matters because it's not the reason I was successful, but Shopify dropshipping was what allowed me to cross my first $1 million in online revenue. But it's not by any means the reason I was able to make $1 million at such a young age. And I truly believe that no matter what business model you choose, it doesn't really matter as much as the other things that I'm about to describe. Number one, I was disciplined. Number two, I was willing to learn. And number three, I was willing to endure pain and hardship. This is the three things that you guys need to have. This is very important because you guys, the only difference between where you're at currently and where you want to be is the knowledge on how to get there. If you guys knew exactly how to get there, you would be there. So here's another example. Say you have somebody who makes $50 million a year, and then you have another person who makes $10 million a year. Those people are the exact same, besides the fact that the person who's making $100 million a year or $10 million per year, whatever the higher one was that I just mentioned, whoever's making that has the knowledge on what it takes to make $100 million per year or $10 million per year. The person over here who's still making $1 million might be just as motivated, working just as hard as this guy, but he's not there yet because he doesn't have the knowledge to make that amount of money. Obviously, learning from somebody is the best option because it's the quickest. It's gonna save you the most amount of time, which is the most valuable asset you have. It might cost you a little bit of money, but it doesn't really matter because money is way less valuable than your guys' time. And learning from somebody who's already done it could substantially decrease your learning curve, I guess make it shorter by years and years and years, and save you hundreds of thousands of dollars in failures that you could endure. Even if something doesn't work out, even if I lose money, I don't give a that is a win to me because I learned something from it. Now at least I know what not to do. I spent $15,000 on a mentorship and got completely scammed when I was like 15 or 16. I had $16K in my bank account. I spent 15 of that on a mentorship. I could have easily at that point got very down on myself. Oh, now I don't have enough money to live. I just spent, $15K on a mentorship and got completely scammed. I didn't get any value out of this, Or I could look at that. It's gonna be hard to do this, right? But I could look at that as a learning experience. So that's knowledge. That's number one, you guys. Start acquiring knowledge. And I'll give you a little tip to start this. Read a book, go on YouTube, find somebody who you want to be like, no matter how far ahead of you they are, whether it's Grant Cardone, whatever it is, you guys, find somebody who's a little bit ahead of you, but somebody you really resonate with. And I don't mean be exactly like them. I'm one of those people who wants to be myself always. I don't want to, be somebody else or form after somebody else. I do want to learn little bits and pieces of everybody's life in order to form mine the best way as possible, right? The second thing is going to be disciplined. Without discipline, you won't get anywhere. You won't even get out of bed. You got to get out of bed if you want to achieve anything. And if you don't have enough discipline to even get out of bed in the morning or even get up and go work out or do whatever you're trying to do or achieve whatever you're trying to achieve, you're not going to get anywhere, right? You could be super uncomfortable, you could be super comfortable, or you could just be regularly comfortable and just content. I would never want to be in the middle because that's the most dangerous, because people will get stuck in this middle and feel like since they're average and they're doing just as good as everybody else around them, they feel like they've done something good because everybody else around them tells them they have. Oh, you got a good job, good stuff. Oh, you went to college and got a degree, amazing job. But when somebody says, oh, you're starting an online business, they think, ooh, okay, like good luck, like yeah, whatever, right? But they don't say that about things that are average, right? Because people like people who are similar to them. So if you're hanging around friends in high school or college or outside of those years even and in your older ages, they're likely friends that go to the same college as you, that take similar classes to you, or they're either friends that work the same job as you, and that's why you're friends, which is great. Have friends, but know that they're your friends for having fun. Be disciplined enough to take time to yourself, because if you're around a bunch of people who are the same as you, who are learning the same things as you, hanging out with the same people as you, you will not get further because you're so comfortable in the middle around all these people who are so similar to you. I try to spend as much time by myself as I can, right? Because when I'm by myself, I'm thinking of ideas that could push further for others. It's not a selfish thing. It's a selfish thing if you aren't about yourself. It's a selfish thing if you're not the best you. Because if you don't take care of yourself first, how do you ever expect to take care of kids, a family, your loved ones? How do you ever expect to do any of that if you can't even take care of your goddamn self? Having having discipline in your daily routine, doing things that you know are good for you every single day. For example, one thing I've done for a long time and I continue to do and I always do is cold showers. Cold showers absolutely suck. For those of you guys who are wondering if cold showers ever get easier, they don't. Sometimes it's so cold that I'll put shampoo in my hair before I even step into the shower because I want to make it as quick and effective and efficient as possible. And now I know a bunch of you guys are gonna roast me in the comments saying I probably stink because I don't take long showers, but I do take effective showers. I clean myself, I always smell good, so you guys don't gotta worry about me. Every morning when I get in there, it's absolutely trash. It's hard, it does not feel good. But I do that every single morning because then the first thing I do in the morning is a hard task that I don't wanna do. So then every time throughout the day something comes up that I don't necessarily wanna deal with right away, I deal with because I've already dealt with something tough in the morning. You will not be successful unless you have discipline. It's not related to money. It's related to your mind, the things you do, and how serious you take yourself. You guys need to understand that no matter what level of success you're trying to reach or no matter what you're trying to get to, there's gonna be unexpected roadblocks that come up. 99% of things are going to be the things that you know you need to do, right? Your to-do list, build your website, pick your product, whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. But there's a couple percent that you don't expect, and that's what kills 99% of the competition, which is a really good thing if you're willing to do what nobody else will do, because there's a reason nobody else will do it, and that's because it's hard. If nobody else does it and you're trying to be that 1% of people that does, you will achieve massive success. So although doing the things that you don't want to do might be hard, it's the best that you could possibly do for yourself because it allows you to get so far ahead of the people who are not willing to do that thing, almost make it impossible for anybody to catch up with you or for anybody to be on your same level. I'll sacrifice my sleep, I'll sacrifice my food just to get down to my basic necessities and my basic human needs to live. I'll sacrifice everything else for my goals, and I'm willing to do that at any time, and I prove that through the actions that I take. I run multiple businesses with lots and lots of people involved, big teams. I also post on YouTube 3 times a week and run multiple channels and multiple TikTok accounts for all of these things. On average, I put out about 750 pieces of new content per month. I don't need to wake up in this special bed. I don't need to, put on my face mask when I wake up. I don't need to have my cup of coffee as soon as I get up in the morning. All those things are nice to have, but I don't need it. So somebody who does need those things, competing with somebody like me who doesn't need those things, I'm gonna always get further than them. All I need is to wake up and have my brain running, and that's it. With that being said, like, subscribe. My name's Jeremy Ray, and I'll see you in the next video.